Hello, 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 hello. I have decided to do a world tour. And by world tour, I mean base tour because the world's too fucking big to hit all of it. Like, I'm not doing all that. Nope. Just gonna do world tour. So, I built a little house. It's just a bed, bamboo powered furnace, chest full of nonsense that just is like, okay, cool. But, it's just a house. It's just where I bed. Well, I got the house. I got a little square around this little thing with a statue right here. It's a relatively new item using the Caves and Cliffs Part 1 blocks. You know, just a recent, just bam, pop it in. Got a fountain over here with the new lodestone, though it's not new anymore. Go over here to my storage unit. It's manual storage. I feel like automatic sorting is a bit of a hassle. I plan to do some villager stuff, but in the meantime, I'm too lazy, so I'm just going to keep him here. Got my little cat right here next to the storage unit. Ignore the mob head. Just, in general, storage. It works out as well as it can. If a chest fills up, I instead just put a shulker box in, full of stuff. Got plenty of those to go around, so it's no problems for storage capacity. Got myself a nice beacon right here. It's got most of the statuses on. I think the only one I'm missing would be haste. And I'm not digging much in my base, so it doesn't matter. Let's go this way for now. Set myself up a little automatic, whatever it is, redstone to do flowers. It's cool, it gets the job done. Kind of want to fix it to only do the specific flower instead of all three, but whatever. Could have sworn I had it fixed before, but it doesn't matter. If I go over here, I've got myself farms. Don't know why I paused. But yeah, I've got myself a little farm down here. I have a skeleton grinder, like the mob cage that goes over and under. They come down here for me to kill, with my chanting area and some basic chests that, honestly, I could do better than this, but I didn't feel like it. It speeds up the longer you're in the area, so don't worry about that. Oh, that's a cat. Real life cat. Don't worry about it. Down here, I've got my slime farm. They slime balls come flying through all the time. Good lord, I might need to change these all to blocks again. It's literally just a slime farm collection area. Cats on the desk. Hello, kitty. So down this way is just some decoration area, a little beach hut with some beach stuff. It's literally just decoration. A pseudo path that goes around. Decorated beach, it's literally just decoration. Go over here. Here's the slime farm I seen from above. And I can ender pearl over here for my sugarcane farm. It's first sugarcane farm I built in a style like this. It's just a piston destroyer that goes back and forth over and over again, and every time it makes it back to this end and sets off the observer right there, it collects. I've got my favorite farm right here, the sheep farm, currently disabled because of full capacity, and also shears are expensive, but it's a grass feed tape that goes around to feed the sheep. It works out quite well, though it appears to maybe be broken. Not that it's hard to fix, it's just, oh, just need to refresh it. It's probably for the best. If I go in here, it's full. I've got just a quick double smelter right here. It gets the job done. Got a chicken farm right here to feed me better food than these fish I keep eating. And if I go over here, I've got a bunch of sea turtles I use to get turtle shells. Cool little zone. Skewed, turtle eggs, it's all the same. Can go over here through my decorated area. I built a statue of my main skin out in the ocean. It's a cool little build. Took me a minute to do. We go up here. I've got some basic farming plots for each of the 3 main crops. I don't really use them too much anymore, but they were quite handy early game. Whenever I get the villager going, I might start using them again. But that shouldn't be an issue, as right over here, I've got a melon and pumpkin auto farm that needs to be emptied before it destroys everything. And also I've got an automatic cactus farm right here, which you can hear emptying out into a composter in the storage room. Just a bunch of cactus. Bone meal. Go ahead and skip today, because I need to. And we can hit up the rest of the place. The path diverged over here. There's nothing over there, really. Not yet. I mean, there's a concrete converter, but that's just it. Just a concrete converter. This leads to the nether portal up top. I'll go there in a bit. But over this way is a path I've recently been working on. Got a path to go down to the beach and a path to go over to the mountain. Mountain path doesn't have anything much yet. I've got a bee farm over there I was working on. But the beach path, let's go ahead and get over there. Provides a great view of the statue. And also is soon to be access to the lighthouse once I finish the interior. Nice little lighthouse. Took inspiration from the internet when building it. God, my cat is going ham in the background. Wonder if you can even hear that. Yeah. Lighthouse provides a nice way to look at everything. This world was created in 1.14, the Village and Pillage update. It was a server between me and a bunch of online friends, and a few real-life friends, but mostly online, and we had a ton of fun. Interest died down a few months after, and I converted to a single-player world after I wanted to play again. Creeper explosion. And after I said it's single-player, I had to do the 1.15 and 1.16. It's cool. So that path from before just goes up to the nether portal. Like it's just a path to the portal. Got a cat. And next to that, we can go down here to the concrete converter. Literally the only thing up here. Concrete converter. The whole island's pretty nice. I mean, it's got the decorative beach over here, it's got farms over here, it's got some new stuff coming up over here, and the original base area that I started from over here. It's got a lot of decor. I quite enjoy playing with the bamboo. I mean, oh, villager. I quite enjoy the aesthetic. I feel like the bamboo was a great decision when it came to how it decorated. You can see remnants of the time on multiplayer, where this is my coworker's head right here. This was an online friend's head. Could have sworn I had my brother's head somewhere. Let's see, I've got a box of heads over here. Like my head, my friend's head, my brother's head. Some of the new heads. I use data packs to do all that. Like, here's the data pack list. Player head drops, mob head drops. Oh, mob heads are down here. and I'm in grief. I did gas grief because the Nether update was cool, and I hated the gas themselves blowing everything up as I tried to not hide the new Nether. I've got Elytra and everything, but it's fun to walk around. Yeah, one of the key details about the 1.14 update is the armor. Because in 1.14, you could put more than one protection on an armor piece. They quickly got rid of that, but this world was created in the nick of time. I'm quite fond of my base, at least. It's one of my more successful bases. I don't do many bases on this scale, and I've enjoyed continuing to work on it. I do have the Nether tunnel set up in the new Nether, to where it's completely safe to walk through them. But you could also fly. The tunnels themselves are big enough to fly in and reach everyone's bases. I know nobody else is actually playing anymore since it's a single player world, but I still enjoy being able to visit their bases. And there is talk between me and my friends on making this a server again, though I imagine it will be short-lived. This is 1.17, the last version I plan to use this world in, because 1.18 is such a drastic overhaul in world generation, I just can't see myself coming back. I mean, I can see myself coming back to play, but, like, it won't be the same. I built several things, so, like, my base is over here, and now we're down here. This is the Guardian farm. Let's see, now let's go up and out. It's an entire ocean monument, tore down and replaced with soul sand to just funnel these bad boys out. It's a great source of prismarine for building. It's a great source of experience for repairing tools with mending. And it's a great source of tanking the frame rate. Ooh, that hurt to look at. The farm itself I put some work into. The orange and blue color palette's fun. It's got some redstone to toggle the water for XP or drops. I built it together with a friend, yada yada yada. Who did what? The drops are automatically sorted, so you can just grab and go. This is where I get most of my fish to eat because the chicken farm cannot keep up with how much I need. Honestly, I should get a hoglin farm set up on the nether roof because pork chops are great food and it's a relatively easy farm to set up. The mob heads do get in the way sometimes. I have to come back here to pick them out because the dispenser tries to place the head but can't. Oh, wrong place. So, yeah. I don't really have many other things to show. I did dig out a creeper chunk. And I did do a ton of work at spawn. But, like, it's just a creeper chunk dug in an ocean next to a mushroom biome to try and reduce the loaded monster spawning chunks. And spawn is spawn. Everyone worked together on spawn. I can't take credit for group projects. I mean, me and my friend worked together on the... Hello, buddy. Me and my friend worked together on the Guardian farm, but I continued to work on it after they disappeared. Also, it's just a really cool farm that I enjoyed building with them. We did some really cool farms together. This down here is netherite mining to deck out my gear. I had fun in this world. And I really hope I get to send it out with a bang before 1.18 comes out. Because that new terrain looks incredibly exciting. And this old terrain will just feel outdated in comparison. I really want the new caves. That's what it is. The new caves look like a lot of fun to explore. And the new mountains look like something fun to diversify the overworld. See. Oh, there's one last thing. I built my classic house that I used to build years ago before I actually tried to do weird stuff all the time. And by all the time I mean occasionally. Oh, I'm not done building this. I need to build a podium underneath my guy. But I used to build this house as my house in Worlds. Like, this is the house, storage system and everything. I rebuilt it here underwater. And decoration. Man, this used to be my house. You could go down, there would be a ladder here to go to a basement. And sometimes there would even be an upstairs. Upstairs would have nothing in it because I didn't know what to put in it. But it's nice to have this house again. Though if I'm gonna do the glass panes, I should use the dark oak logs because when dark oak logs came out, I replaced them. Glass panes came out, I replaced them. I would do spruce doors, but you can't waterlog them. You can't waterlog the bed, so those are missing. Could have done ladders or the trapdoors, but yeah. This was my basic house from like the alpha days all the way to, I think it was 1.9 when I finally built a new house type. I think I finally, yeah, a new house type at 1.9. And I really liked that new house and used it a bit. And now I'm like, I don't even need a house. I'll just build a storage room and a bedroom. And all my storage rooms are open air, so you can just like fly right in. Dolphin? No. Beacon. I guess to close out, I'll do one last, I'll fly around, yeah. Let me fly around for the farewell. I'm fond of this world. I'm gonna remember it forever, I feel. Oh, I want pumpkins harvesting. That's cool. You can also manual harvest that way. It's full. Oops. Eh. Honestly, I could have done a better job at scripting this. I didn't script it at all, that's the thing. Probably could have scripted this to cut it down by like a good 5 minutes minimum. Could be editing the video, but no, that would require downloading something to edit it. I'm just surprised that these recording features are built into Windows and you could just use them. I didn't have to do anything, I just hit record and it did the job for me. Jelly, the Scar's cat. Got some dog just to have a dog. Oh, my brother's head was right here before. I built this. Oh, that reminds me of one last thing I should show. One last thing I should show before I disappear. Got more rockets. 1.17 came out, so I had to build over in the new chunks to go mining. So I just went exploring. My map showed me like where I had been before. It's like, oh, you've been here, you've been here, you've been here. It's like, oh, okay. Let me go somewhere I haven't. Was this? Yeah. So, whenever 1.17 came out and I went exploring, it's like, okay, where should I build a mining outpost? I don't plan to do much over here, just go mining and get resources. I'd still like it to be pretty, I'd still like to improvise this building and figure out what to do. So I went and found new chunks to look for copper and amethyst. Had to get the new spyglass, even though I've still got Optifine Zoom. Had to get the new lightning rod, had to get the new deep slate, had to get the new copper. Copper, copper, deep slate, copper, deep slate, copper, tough. So, I found new chunks. And while out here in new chunks, I found a really weird land formation. This pillar in the center is natural generation. The only thing I changed is I put a lodestone at the bottom to use a compass. And I built this around it. We've got mining resources like all this iron I found underground. For the most part, if it's something's valuable, I brought it back. We've got an iron farm at spawn, so honestly, all this iron can stay out here for if I need it. Got mine shaft, furnace array. What's smelting right now? More iron and some gold. That's cool. Bed, a chest with nothing in it. I really do like this little setup. I thought it was a great little 1.17 area to live in. I started out by building the wood just at random heights. Then I started stripping some of the wood. Then I started putting in some dark oak. Then I started stripping the dark oak. And then I started putting in fences. And then I had to rotate the logs and change them to the bark blocks so that the bark continued over. And it was actually a bit of a hassle, but I just had to get it right. And I just had a blast building this. It looks cool from the map too. Just out in the middle of nowhere. My base over here. Spawn over here. The iron farm right here. Creeper chunk right here. Guardian chunk right there. And the end portal's over here. And some friends. Like he did some cool stuff. She did some cool stuff. She was doing some cool stuff. He did something. Sorry, Aunt. This guy dug a lot. Like, if I had an underground view, his mine shafts would go on forever. Yeah, I had a ton of fun in this world. I'm gonna be sad to see it go. Thanks if you actually made it 24 minutes in, like right here. Thanks a ton for actually watching. This is hella improvised, hella unprofessional, and it's just really for myself. But, thanks for watching if you're still here. That's just something. There's something here. That was a fun story, but whatever. It's almost 25 minutes in. Where were the geodes? I could have sworn. Yeah. Here's a geode I completely exposed, and there was another one. Yeah, right here I also completely exposed. But yeah, I'm gonna stop recording at 3, 2,